Now, if you live in the Southeast, this is what you woke up to this morning, specifically in Tennessee. Now, if you're my sister who lives down in Florida, this is not what you want to wake up and see. Now, I love it personally. She hates this kind of stuff, but I'm going to talk about her a little bit because there was something that happened and I want to share it with everybody. Somebody tried to hack into her retirement account, her inherited IRA account, and get money sent to them or to a bank account. Now, one of the things that happened, which was fascinating, we're on the phone with the fraud department at the bank. And literally a client sends me this going, I was thinking about you for your radio show this weekend, thought you might like this. And this article was about hackers are ramping up attacks on retirement accounts and how to keep yourself safe. I'm going to talk about that a little bit this particular weekend coming up on the radio show. That's exactly what happened. They were trying to get money sent from her retirement account to a checking account. Now, they sent a voided check with her name and address on it. And what I did is I called the fraud department of the bank that supposedly the check was written from, because she didn't have a checking account with that particular bank. And I said, here are the account numbers, and I'm having them investigated, number one. Now, how did they get into that? Well, the way they got into it is by hacking her email. They had her password for her email, so they knew where all the emails were going to and coming from. And I told her immediately, obviously, change your password to your email. Now, the other thing is also change passwords to bank accounts. I told her to do that with a mortgage and all of those types of things because you have all of this online presence. And I told her to go and do that immediately. And another thing I told her to do was this, is check her credit report, go on there and keep an eye on it. You can go to annualcreditreport.com, check that out. Now in her particular case, because we were looking at this and saying, looks like somebody's gotten into your stuff, there's some fraud going on here. I also told her you might want to think about freezing your credit report for a while. Now you can do that, the 3 credit reporting agencies, you'll see them on that website, and you can get phone numbers to them and look into that. Matter of fact, if you want to know more about that, there's a good article right here from the Federal Trade Commission, and it's entitled Credit Freeze FAQs, so frequently asked questions. Now this is happening more and more often. Now custodians, big custodians, they have protection against this, so don't panic over it. They actually have big protection in case anybody gets in there, but they'll typically have 2-factor authentication on the accounts and those types of things. But this is one of the things that we watch out for all the time. And as a financial person, when I see kind of unusual activity or see money coming out of somebody's account, we get these types of reports that money's going in or coming out of the account. We're going to be one of the lines of defense to watch out for this type of stuff. Now, you need to keep an eye on the retirement accounts, but there are certain safeguards and a lot of them. Just be aware that this is happening more frequently and protect yourself and your retirement assets.